ever had someone's words or actions stick with you for hours, maybe even days, replaying in your head, making you question yourself? That's the ego at work. And it's exhausting. When we take things personally, we're not actually reacting to the truth of the moment. We're reacting to a story the ego tells us about how we should be treated, what it means when someone doesn't meet those expectations we have. And the ego loves to make things about me. They ignored me, so I must not matter. They criticised my ideas, so I must be wrong. They didn't invite me, so I must be unworthy. I've replayed these in my mind many a time myself. The problem is, this lens is deeply flawed. Most of the time, other people's behaviour says far more about their inner world than it does about yours. Their stress, their history, their mood, their wounds, all of these shape how they act. And when we take something personally, the ego sees it as a threat to its identity. It jumps in with defence, justification or withdrawal, all to protect the suit of armour that it's built. Here's the thing, the ego self isn't your true self. It's a collection of conditioning, past experiences and survival strategies. And when you believe the ego's voice, you start living from that mask, not from your authentic self. And in doing so, you're giving away your emotional freedom. So how do we stop taking things so personally? You could pause before reacting. When you feel that sting, stop, breathe, create space between the event and your response. You could ask, is this really about me? Often you'll find it's not. It's about their story, not yours. Detach self-worth from external approval. This is a key one. When your value is rooted in your own integrity and truth, other people's reactions have less power. See the ego in action. When you can name it, that's my ego feeling threatened, you're already starting to loosen its grip. Return to presence. The present moment is where your higher self lives, and your higher self doesn't need defending. Taking things personally isn't a sign you're weak, it's a sign you're human. But the more you can witness the ego and return to presence, the more freedom you have. You start to see that you're not the roles and the stories or the reactions. You're the awareness behind them. And when you live from that awareness, you're no longer at the mercy of someone else's words or actions. And that in itself is a form of freedom.